everyone, welcome to this update video this morning. I hope you're doing good. So we're going to be looking at this tropical disturbance here, which is located well to the east of the Windward Islands. So we can see this arrow pointing to that shaded orange area. That is where we could see development. And in terms of the eventual track of the system, that is unknown at this point in time because there are many possibilities on the table. But development in the short term is not expected. However, as it makes its way to the northwest or west-northwest, it could encounter a more conducive environment near the Bahamas or even in the Gulf where it could take advantage and develop. So let's take a look at what's going on. Here we can see the satellite imagery right now. Disorganized showers and thunderstorms noted within the vicinity of that disturbance. And also in parts of the Caribbean, a few showers around here and there, nothing crazy going on. And there is a second tropical wave which is out there. So overall, aside from that disturbance, there's nothing else to watch for development. And as we take a closer look at the area, we can see, as I said, that there are those disorganized showers and thunderstorms associated, and there's a lot of dry air around, which is helping to limit how much we actually see right now. So we're not seeing like a huge blob out there or something really organizing because the environment is not highly conducive right now. But looking at the rainfall forecast for the short term, the more color we see indicates more rainfall activity. So just outside the Caribbean, as we can see, there's going to be some showers loitering offshore. And for the Lesser Antilles, even for much of the Greater Antilles as well, those scattered showers and thunderstorms likely today. Similar thing for parts of the Bahamas and Turks and Caicos. And then northern South America may experience some pretty decent downpours, even near Panama, going to Costa Rica, and other parts of Central America such as Mexico and even Guatemala, a few spots in Belize as well. So overall, there isn't a major system that's going to be inducing a whole lot of rainfall across the Caribbean as we head through today. And it's going to be a bit active in terms of those wind speeds, especially in the south central Caribbean. We can see those more vibrant blue shadings there. So winds going over 25, even 30 knots with higher gusts. But across many islands, winds will be 10, going up to 15, even 20 knots with higher gusts across some areas. And so, as I mentioned, there's a lot of dry air ahead of the disturbance. Here we're looking at the dry air map, and we can see all these different shadings of yellows, oranges, and reds. So a lot of dry air is ahead of it. That's going to keep it struggling over the course of the coming days. And so most models are not expecting anything much of this for the short term. GFS is now a bit on and off in terms of development. Euro still showing that we could see something. The Icon model also suggesting development, as well as the Canadian model. But overall, nothing is solid right now. There isn't a guarantee that this will become a tropical storm, although it does have the potential. But it definitely is unlikely to do so within the short term. That said, the water temperatures are very, very warm right now, especially at the surface. So in the eastern Gulf of Mexico, for example, offshore Florida, very, very warm temperatures, 31, 32 degrees Celsius. Mind you, the minimum required for a tropical cyclone development is around 26. So temperatures are well on their way. But of course, there are other atmospheric conditions that are needed to be conducive as well for us to actually see any significant development. So right now, the National Hurricane Center is designating a 50% chance of formation for this tropical disturbance. And as I said, short-term development is not expected. But overall, as it makes its way to the west-northwest or northwest, moving through the Greater Antilles or just north of the area, it may help out to increase the rainfall activity. And that may be beneficial, especially for anywhere that may be experiencing any drought conditions. But as we know, sometimes with these systems, there can be a lot of rainfall unleashed, which may do a bit more harm than good in terms of unleashing flooding in some areas. So hopefully that's not going to be the case. But I'm going to keep you guys posted on this system as time goes by. And also, there's that dust still moving through parts of the Caribbean. Some areas are still quite hazy. You can let me know what's been going on for you. But as I said, there's not a major weather system right now in the area. So aside from that disturbance, there is nothing else to watch at this point in time. But we're about to enter the most active part of the hurricane season. It's usually late August, mid to late August, all the way through October. That's when we tend to see most of the development take place across the Atlantic basin. So we're going to have that eventual transition. We're starting to have it with this disturbance here. So as the environment overall becomes more conducive with those favorable upper level winds, a lot more moisture, and of course those very warm surface temperatures which are already in place, then there is no doubt about us seeing some pretty nasty storms as we head later into the hurricane season. But of course, let's take it one day, 1 week at a time. I'm here to keep you guys posted as per usual. So that is it for right now. I do hope you found this update to be informative. But if you have questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll get to you when I have the chance to do so. And remember to always be weatherwise.